Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie Hirt. I am a certified soul level animal communicator and a certified soul level intuitive coach. And today I want to talk with you about the latest book I've read, which is Poetry Unbound, 50 Poems to Open Your World by Padraig O Tuama. I learned, first of all, what a fabulous name, Padraig O Tuama, I should say, Padraig O Tuama. I learned about him through Krista Tippett, who does a podcast called On Being. He is friends with her and he's been on her podcast a couple of different times. And actually through her production studio, On Being Studios, I think, he does his own podcast called Poetry Unbound, which I've listened to since it started. They're short podcasts. He will give you a little glimpse about what he's been thinking, and then he reads a poem. He does then his own analysis of the poem on what it means to him and what he really likes about it. And then he reads the poem again. And I'm not a poetry person because I've never trusted myself to understand poetry. It's never been something I've been drawn to because I've always felt intimidated by it. However, the way that Padraig O Tuama has opened this up for me, and his podcast comes out twice a week, and I look forward to every single episode. And I've saved several of them too, because I just really like the poem and how he views it. But then it actually starts me exploring what the poem means for me. And that's really cool. But here's what I really like about this book. So he assembles 50 poems that he really likes. He does a little bit of an opening, then you read the poem, and then he has an analysis of his own or what the poem means to him. Also, he gives you some background many times on the poet and what they were going through, what their mindset was, if he's met them, how he's talked to them. It's really cool. But the best thing that I found about this was just the use of language. I love how the poets all use language in different ways. Some of them follow rules, some of them break all the rules, some of them use words in so many different meanings. It's just that use of words. But then what's even cooler to me is Padraig's, I always want to say Padraig's because I'm American and it's what we do with A's, but Padraig's interpretation, the way he writes is so beautiful. It's so thoughtful. It's just like the words just drip with meaning and taste and savor. And I really, really enjoyed every single word in this book. And what's really kind of fascinating to me is right now with Lucas and my guides, we're working through trusting myself, trusting Lucas, trusting things going on around me, trust. There's a whole big thing about trust happening right now energetically. It's affecting me, it's affecting some of my clients as well. It's really kind of cool. But this book allowed me to play with trust as a word, to play with trust in meaning, to play with talking about trust in writing, to trust that what I'm reading is another avenue for exploration, another door opened. So I highly recommend this for whatever reasons you want. 50 Poems to Open Your World, Poetry Unbound by Padraig O Tuama. I get mine from the library. Highly recommend your local library or your favorite bookseller. And I hope that you enjoy the book. If you do get a chance and read it or even check out his podcast, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you and exchange some words back and forth. I think it'd be really fun. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll see you soon.